Hello, good looking. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Chang from Hobo Venture.
I'm Dan from Vagabond Awake. And today we'd like to talk about the island of Boracay. We want to ask, is it a place that we would and could retire?
In our honest opinion, would we recommend people to retire over there, or will we retire over
Would we
there?
retire there? Yeah, that's it.
First, we will show you and tell you what we think about Boracay and why we love about Boracay.
Yeah, it's an amazing place, isn't it?
Yes. Number one is, as you know, Boracay have a very beautiful white sand beaches.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the white sand beaches there. It's a beautiful island, and though it's unusual in one way, and that's it. Around most of the Philippines, you have to go quite a bit of ways from where you live to find a white sand beach, but much of Boracay has a white sand beach around it, so you don't have to go far to find a white sand beach.
Yeah, and also that if you live in the Boracay, you have the white sand beach by yourself in early morning.
Yes.
Just totally by yourself, about like 7 to 9 a.m. So there's no one over there, and you can, enjoy the beach, running, taking photo. It's so beautiful.
It is a great place if you're an Instagrammer or a TikToker or YouTubers like us. You can get gorgeous photos of Chung on the beach. I was walking on the beach. There's just nobody there, and the water is gorgeous. The sand is gorgeous. Palm trees swaying in the wind. It's really hard to beat.
Yeah, and also that beside the white sand beach, they have a beautiful sunset.
Yeah.
Every day sunset is different, and the sunset is just like, wow. You will stop a moment from your side that you appreciate a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, I mean, it sets right in front of the white beach, and there'll be a whole multitude of colors, pinks and purples and dark purples and oranges. It's just mind-blowing, the sunsets.
Yeah, also if you catch in the happy hour, we found some place that is Mexican restaurant. They have a very beautiful and delicious margarita. So we very enjoying over there.
Yeah, it's right in front of the beach. You can just sit there and watch. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And probably the next thing we mentioned, we noticed that there's all kinds of international foods there, and they're pretty delicious. And they're not as cheap as other parts of the Philippines, but they're pretty close, and there's a great selection of it. And that's probably because there's a lot of tourists that go to Boracay, and they're willing to spend a little more because they're on vacation. And so they keep all of these international restaurants in business, which there won't be as many in other parts of the Philippines, other than maybe like Makati, Metro Makati.
Yeah, and also that's why we've been trying the Japanese food, Mexican food, Indian food, and then some Belgian foods, French, pizza, Italian, Turkish, and also vegetarian dish. They have a very nice vegetarian. I also try local food as well. And one more, they have a very nice Vietnamese noodle soup as well. Very, very authentic noodle soup over there. And also they have a lot of choices of the Korean barbecue, and also the local seafood barbecue thing.
Right.
So
and in the Philippines, it's kind of unusual to have that many choices on a small little island like that.
Yeah.
So that's a huge bonus for Boracay.
Yeah, I just in love with the food over there. The pricing is about like I would say from like $5 to about $10, $12, $20, for one dish.
Yeah, which can be quite a bit more than other parts of the Philippines. So it is a little more, but the selection is mind-blowing.
Yeah, besides eating in the restaurant, we also go to the public market. Also, we shop in the public market, and I find a place that they're selling the tofu. Wow, it's just amazing because it's on the package that I can be, the tofu can keep for a month. And it's just nice because we have our food that what we want to eat, and we can buy in the public market and cook by ourselves. And also that one more thing is the fisherman seller, fish seller. They will come to our apartment over there, and then they will sell and ask you whether you want to buy the fish. You will hear the calling something, I can't remember, and then you will see he have something on the shoulder and selling the fish, and the fish is fresh. I think it's nice. I mean, that small town feeling in the Boracay is like, it's like very different,
Yeah.
And still have a fish seller selling the fish come to your house.
Yeah, and so with that local market Chen talking about, you can buy, vegetables and meats and fruits, and you can cook meals at home, so you don't have to eat out every meal. So that makes a big difference if you're, trying to hold a tight budget.
Yeah, if you wonder where we stay in Boracay, click the video here. You will see the link around here, and then you can see about our place in the Boracay. And it's a very studio type, and we have an outdoor kitchen, so we're able to cook our meal in this Boracay place.
Yeah.
The next one is that I found in Boracay that is eco-friendly, because when you arrive in Boracay, that you will not hear the noise of the car. Yeah,
it's quieter.
It's quiet because they're using the electric tuk-tuk, electric motorbike, Yeah. So when we arrive in Boracay, we will be taking the electric tuk-tuk to our apartment.
Yeah.
It's 150 peso. It's about $3.
That's for private? Oh, when we arrive.
Yeah, when we arrive, you know. And then when we want to go to the mall, or we want to go to back beach, or bigger shopping center, the fare is about 20 peso per person or 50 peso per person, depending on the route and the distance. And that is a shared tuk-tuk.
Yeah, so for the shared tuk-tuk, it's like 25 to 50 pesos. So it's pretty cheap.
It's 50 cents US dollar to $1. And also, if you don't want to share with people, you just pay more, 150 pesos, $3 to bring you everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in one way.
Yeah, so you have the eco-friendliness there is also less noise, I think, is the point.
Yeah.
So less smoke, less noise. So the air is pretty decent there.
Yeah, so it's very not so noisy.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we are staying in the station 3 of the white sand beaches.
That's important.
That's very important.
Yeah, the on the white sand beach side, or white beach side, not the back side, which is also lovely. We recommend Station 3 because there just aren't many people there.
And cheaper accommodation.
And cheaper, yeah. And so if you want more of a rural feel of the Philippines with a white sand beach and not as many people around, Station 3 is your choice.
The next is the expat community. Wow.
Yeah. It's an amazing expat community. Sometimes when you move overseas, you don't know where to buy things or how to get things done. And of course, you want to talk to both locals and expats. And if you meet other expats that understand some of the problems that you're going to encounter when you retire overseas, it's great. And so there's a great expat community there. And they're from all over the world, speak many languages. So you'll find very interesting people living there. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but how we found it? We found it by accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story is we walked to the back beach because we hear the people say back beach is more quiet and tranquil. So we walked over there, just looked into one of the restaurants, and so crowded with a foreigner.
Yeah, seemed like it was at least 75% foreigners.
Yeah. And then we just go in to have a beer, and then we met them over there.
Yeah, people were all coming up and saying hello.
Yeah.
Very friendly. And
very
we met
friendly.
a couple of people, Shark and Gump, which we've interviewed. You've seen them in our interviews, and they just were very inviting, lovely to get to know.
Yeah, they're also inviting you to playing the mochi ball.
Yeah, that's right. Bocce ball, I think.
Bocce ball?
Bocce ball, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's just nice, And the aspect over there, they are more different, It's very happy when you're talking with them,
Yeah.
Because the topic with them is more general, It's more about tourists, not tourists. It's about travel,
Yeah, I think some of it is like I'm from the U.S. and when you're talking to an international community, it's not so much about politics, which in the U.S. is kind of annoying right now. And so you're learning about other parts of the world and where they've been, and you're not so focused on politics, which is quite lovely.
The next one is the nightlife in the Boracay.
Yeah, there's a great nightlife there. Of course, Boracay is a tourist mecca, which is mainly Station 1 and Station 2 on White Beach.
Yeah.
And so there's all kinds of people there that are just having a really good time. You know, it's that 1 week or 2 weeks a year where they go blow a bunch of money and go dancing and eat expensive food and go on sailing trips and snorkeling and scuba diving, and they're in really good mood. So it's a great place to socialize and meet people. You know, it's you're around happy people all the time.
Yeah, and also I'm very preferring one bar. It's called Niki Bar.
Yeah,
it's Niki Bar. They have a very nice live music performance over there. It's very nice.
It's a cover band. They're just great musicians. They play a lot of rock from the 70s and the 80s. They do a really good job of it. And so it's fun to just go there and sing along, and everyone's having a good time.
And Boracay, because it's a very walkable island, so we don't have renting a motorbike or anything over there. Even that if you go out in the midnight or you go clubbing, you want to come at 3 o'clock, don't worry. The electric bike is over there for you.
Yeah, those electric tuk-tuks are everywhere.
Yeah, but definitely you need to pay more. It's midnight, you know.
Yeah. So when you're there, you definitely want to go to the back beach. Basically, you just go across the island from White Beach, and you'll find this brick walkway. If you hit the beach and turn right, and you'll just see a bunch of gorgeous resorts and restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not as crazy as the front beach. And that's where you'll find the expats we were talking about. It's quite charming.
It's more quiet and tranquil compared with the front beach, which is White Beach is crazy crowded, you know.
Yeah. And that's where the expats all seem to show up over there. So you'll see them over there.
Yeah. We've been to many parts of the Philippines. So if you wonder where we have been, check out vagabondbuddha.com Philippines. Click the button and you'll find where we have been. We've been to like at least 20 cities.
Over 20 cities, and we have retired chief reports on all of them.
Yeah, and I want to compare about we've been to the top 3 places in the Philippines, which is top tourist places, you know.
The top 3 places that are internationally known, and people go to the Philippines just to go to these 3 places.
I think when you mention about Philippines, they know about these 3 places.
Yeah, of course.
They know about Boracay for sure.
Yes.
They know about El Nido for sure.
Yeah.
And they know about Siargao for sure.
That's right.
So these 3 places we have been. But in these 3 places, which place is your favorite, or what you feel about that?
I would say for everyday life, I probably would pick Boracay. Actually, because of all those food choices we're talking about. And because, I don't know, maybe because of all the white sand beaches that are in the city itself that you have immediate access to. And that's the main reason, I think, the food and the access to those white sand beaches.
For me, is that when I in these 3 places, you know, Boracay is the only place who make me that I want to stay longer.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that is tell a lot of things about the Boracay.
Yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah.
So it's the one you miss and you'd want to go back to before
Definitely.
the other 2. Yeah. El Nido is just stunningly beautiful. But it's kind of rugged. It has those jagged edges, and you have to go north to a beach, and so in some ways it's a little more challenging for daily life. But wow, Boracay is just comfort after comfort and ease after ease.
Yeah.
Very easy life.
So in this video, we want to tell you about we will be retired in Boracay, you know?
Yeah.
Or not? So will you be retired?
You know, as you guys know, I'm a slow traveler. That means that, you know, after I'm somewhere for a month or 2, I kind of get itchy feet and I want to go somewhere else. But I would say Boracay is somewhere when I'm ready to settle down, it's somewhere that I'd be willing to go to, and for at least a year, it seems like, and then I would want to see how I felt after a year. And there's not many places like that, so I definitely would put Boracay in that category.
Yeah, for me, that's I think I will be at least stay in Boracay for about a year.
Yeah.
You know, it will make me feel, and I don't know whether I will be continue or not, but you know, based on the aspect that we met, they've been there for at least 10 years, 20 years in Boracay and they never left, you know?
Yeah.
So everyone is different. But for me, I definitely would be, choosing Boracay. That is really one of my favorite place in the Philippines.
Yeah, it would take a little more money than most places in the Philippines. I would say, maybe for a couple thousand a month on the low end, which is doable for many people. So it's not like crazy expensive. And so for me, if I had that sort of funds available, which we do, I would definitely want to investigate it and see how long, see if it lasted for me.
Yeah, and why I will be thinking that I will not be staying in the Boracay after that?
Right.
It's just because that maybe after a year, I will feel bored in the Boracay.
Yeah.
It's because that Boracay is a small island, and it's more about the you go to the beach kind of the life. You
Right.
can doing more if you love snorkeling, you love surfing. But
Yeah.
I'm not those people who love these two things.
Right. Yeah. So Boracay is a gorgeous island, but it's a little harder to get to other places. Like if you're in places like say 𝐕𝐂𝐍𝐶𝐒, you have 𝒑𝒒 as a ferry right away. You have Cuckoo's Nest. You have Darwin, is it?
Yeah.
You have Darwin. You have waterfalls. There's, you could get on your scooter and go for a ride for 30 minutes, and you're out in the middle of nowhere. But Boracay is more, it's more settled. There's more people there. It's more condensed with people, and so you'd have to get on a ferry, go across to the mainland, jump on your scooter, and go for a ride. There's all those little towns that you could drive on the larger island next door. So it'd be a little harder to explore more places, I think.
Yeah, the second thing is about the healthcare. As you know that Boracay is a small island, so if you have a small like cold or fever or something, it's fine because you can get a doctor or medicine on the island. But if you got a serious problem, like heart attack, I don't think it would be help. So I just want to mention about that Boracay is the best place for you if you are in a good health. Like me, I'm still young, so so I can choose to be staying in Boracay because I have not much thing to worry about.
Yeah. So if you're not fearful of death from whatever heart attack or stroke, and getting to a hospital and getting the best treatment immediately, I would say that would be true. It's probably not the best place for people who are on the near the edge and we can all be surprised by health challenges. So, but healthy people that get the okay and can get to a hospital, in a flight instead of a short drive, it would be good for.
Yeah. So beside the Boracay, where is our favorite place to stay in the Philippines? Then you have to check out the video on here.
Yeah, where's it up here?
Yeah. And
so we did a top 5 about a year ago that didn't include Boracay and a couple other spots.
Yeah.
And we haven't updated that. But that top 5 is probably, other than Boracay, probably is pretty accurate. And so go ahead and watch that. It'll be one of the videos up here.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying this video.
Thanks. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.